My dear friends, a very joyful welcome to you. Thank you for joining me to reflect on the Gospel of Matthew chapter 4 verses 1 to 11, and the theme is overcoming temptations. Every Christian is called to be a spiritual warrior for Christ. As soldiers of Christ, we have to be well trained so that we can recognize the booby traps set by our enemies, so that we can expose their strategies and schemes to enslave us with all the tricks and temptations of the 3 Ds: denial, deception, and destruction. As we begin the season of Lent, it is not unreasonable to say that this period of 40 days is an opportune time for us. Just as some of us are recalled for reservist training, we are all now called for a refresher course to upgrade ourselves spiritually. We must see this not as a waste of time, but we must apply ourselves diligently with determination to hold our spiritual skills and art of warfare through prayer, fasting, and good works. We are reminded by Cardinal William Goh, who said, "All of us desire to be good, but every one of us is tempted." There is hope. Our master trainer Jesus is more than willing to show us the way as he leads the way and walks the way in our gospel, where he was led by the Spirit to be tempted by the devil. Indeed, we would do well to know how the devil works so that we can defeat him. His first old trick is to cast doubt in us. Hear what he says to Jesus: "If you are the Son of God, turn these stones into bread. Throw yourself down." The devil continues to plant the seeds of doubt in our minds to undermine our faith. If there is God, why do you have to suffer? Why do the poor have to starve? Why are innocent men, women, and children struck down by earthquakes or gun violence? In other words, in the face of suffering and evil in the world, the devil wants you to deny God's existence. If you say there is no God and deny God, then you give in to the devil. You will be forced to worship the devil. The second trick is deception. The devil employs this to make us test God. Many people are easily deceived by the devil and blame God for all the bad things that happen to them. If they happen to fall from losing their balance or tripping over a stone, they take it out on everyone, including God. But it might not have been simply because they were too proud or ask for help, or careless in not watching their steps. Others are deceived by the devil with the pleasures and riches of this world. They are blinded by greed and their sensual appetites. They cannot see God's presence in their lives because instead of worshipping the Creator, they worship what is created. The devil usurps God's creation in the world. He presumptuously tempts Jesus with this offer: "And if you fall at my feet and worship me, I will give you all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor." The lesson for us is humility. We must know that we are weak creatures. We are in no position to blame God for all our faults and failures. We should know our place. The third trick is destruction. Make no mistake, the devil wants to destroy God, Jesus, the church, and all of us. He will go all out to try to get rid of anyone who opposes him. But those who walk in darkness will hate the light, and those who lie will hate the truth. And while those who hate will have no love in them. Jesus tells us clearly, "You have heard how it was said, 'Love your enemy and hate your enemy,' but I say this to you, love your enemies," as in last week's gospel. The devil will not be able to destroy love, and this is the ultimate lesson that Jesus teaches us. Love is the power we use to conquer the devil. With that, I have two questions for reflections. The first is, what spiritual skills do I need to practice more so that I can be a better soldier of Christ? And the second is, how can I teach others not to fall for the tricks and temptations of the devil? And with that, I invite you to join me to pray for protection together with Mother Mary. O Mary, you shine continuously on our journey as a sign of salvation and hope. We entrust ourselves to you, health of the sick. At the foot of the cross, you participated in Jesus' pain with steadfast faith. You, salvation of the Roman people and of the whole world, know what we need. We are certain that you will provide, so that as in Cana of Galilee, we may return to joy and feasting after this moment of trial. Help us, Mother of Divine Love, to conform ourselves to the Father's will and to do what Jesus tells us. He who took our sufferings upon himself and bore our sorrows, to bring us through the cross to the joy of the resurrection. We seek refuge under your protection, O Holy Mother of God. Do not despise our pleas, we who are put to the test, and deliver us from every danger, O glorious and blessed Virgin. Amen. And may you have a glorious and joyful and holy season of Lent ahead of you, so that you will know how to overcome temptations in your life. God bless all of you.